opposite of how we were chit-chatting before. We were just like, yep.
We were a mile a minute. In fact, before we started recording, Sarah and I were both lauding our joint theme for this year.
Oh, it's so good. So what? Who cares?
So what? Who cares?
So what? Who cares? It
It's a
works.
gift.
Thank you, Suze. I did want to talk about this. I want to talk about why this has become the best New Year's resolution ever, and it started as a joke, but then became serious. Because I have realized through running all thoughts, and mostly these thoughts, if you're somebody who's like a people pleaser or have like imposter syndrome or all that, it's like, I'm not good enough, I'm not doing enough, I should have done this better, shoulda, like shooting all over ourselves, right? So what this does, by throwing in a little filter of so what, who cares, it gives me the opportunity to sit back and go, do I care about this or do I not care about this? And most things fall into the, I don't really care about this.
I'm so glad that you introduced this mentality to our show, to my life.
Good. It's freeing, right?
Yeah, it is, because it's not for everyone, because some people should care.
Right. This is not for everyone.
Yeah, we care.
Right. Not all resolutions are for everyone.
No.
That's a good point to make.
This is good for people who care too much.
Right. This is how you get, like, if you're an anxious person, a worrier, this is for you.
This is for you.
I have realized now so many things go into the who cares category.
Who cares?
And then the things that actually do matter, your mind will be like, oh no, we need to care about that. That is actually important. And
do not add this tagline.
Yeah. It says that. When I was saying, like, for example, I tried for a little while to have a so what, who cares attitude about getting a new washer, getting a new dryer. Then I said to myself, actually,
so many people care.
So many people care. And
if you have clothing.
Yes. Got a new one. Oh!
You did? Why didn't you share that with us?
I was going to take a picture of it this morning and send it to you, but then I'm like, is she going to think that I'm...
You thought I was going to so what, who cares? And you're wrong.
Well, I thought you were going to think, oh no, she's reminding me of the fact
how
that
I broke it.
I mean, I'm not saying you did, which is because you didn't. And my brother, when he came over, when we were talking about this thing, it is from 1983. The fact that thing is older than me is insane. He's like, and then when I disconnected it, the lint that came out of the back of that, I paid to have
decades of lint.
Yeah, and I had paid to have the dryer thing, like all my ducts clean when I first moved in.
Jesus.
And it's still, and he was like, that's probably what broke it. And so it wasn't you, it was like me, and it was the...
Well, the truth is, though, I was the one that broke it. Man. And that is so perfect for our show and for us.
I mean...
Because, of course, as I've recounted already... When I broke it, and
it's so funny.
Sarah, your dryer is broken. Her response was impossible.
Impossible. And I now say that story to people. I tell them the dryer story about how, like, I don't know who I was telling this to, like my brothers, and I said my answer was like, "Oh, it broke. Impossible. No way. That thing. In my mind, it was going to run forever." Like, I know that that's not how things work. But then I put that on Facebook Marketplace. I just put it outside and just listed it as, like, free pickup. In 10 minutes, somebody came. And I had about 50 responses saying, is it still available? Is it still available? It was... Sarah. I was like, fucking I could have...
You could have...
$50. $10. I would have been happy.
Jordan couldn't have... done a little MacGyvering on that.
Yeah, but he's
solid.
not only that, this is what I love about having a brother who's on the spectrum and also an engineer at
He's like cost benefit oriented.
He is such a safety, like everything has to be to code.
I hate that.
So he came and he helped me reinforce, like we installed the new one and he helped me reinforce things. And he goes, we're putting in 2 screws because why have one when you can have 2? And then he goes, and we don't, and I go, Jordan, it's fine. He goes, we are not waiting and loading it for the time, for right now, for any moment.
Oh my
We are
Lord.
doing it for the time where you slip on the floor and you go to grab this shelf. You want to make sure that it can withhold their weight. And I'm like, okay, well, sure, but
I can confirm now with certainty, no one in my lineage has been on the spectrum.
Yeah, and so many people both of my grandfathers are engineers.
You're like living the dream.
What, are you kidding me? Everybody was on the spectrum, and the ones who weren't had ADHD.
You're all neurodivergers.
100%. And
I'm
you know
starting
what?
to see the value of that.
There's a lot of value in it. There's
I
a lot
see
of value in it if you know how to use it and you have some good outlets and you have, but I can like see like
you have some good outlets.
You need them.
Oh, I thought you meant like physically in the wall.
Well, you know what?
You
Both
meant
are true.
like for leisure.
Yes, good.
I see.
Like you have to have some good like resources and skills, and also
I was being
outlets.
very literal.
Yes, you are. That was.
God, that's so funny.
It's so freaking true.
Well, I feel like you have the best of both worlds though, because like, you have that sensibility, but then you're also very funny people.
We are very funny people. This is true. I will say we are. We had quite a lot of laughs this weekend. My brother, Jordan, he took us out to a dirt bike riding track, like one of the professional, like pro motocross tracks. And they have a bunch of different tracks. They've got the pro track, then they've got the intermediate track, and then they've got the adorable little beginner track where there are like little kids and me and my brother and all of us, because
you're
turns
beginners.
out that's what, yes. And I kept saying to them, you got to suck at something in order to be good. First step in being good at something is sucking at it. So we're gonna be bad at this. And we like have done a lot of trail riding. We've like ridden motorcycles up steep hills in Costa Rica, all that stuff, but never like on a dirt bike track, which is a totally different game.
Yeah.
And it was laugh a minute. They were, and my brother's like the tinkerer who's got like the nicest bike with all the like it all souped up, all the gear and everything, and then they get out there, do like a few laps, and my brother comes back and he goes, "Well, can't wait to list this on Craigslist."
Why?
Because I think he said Facebook Marketplace, but whatever. Because it's so, he's like, that is so much hard. That is hard.
He doesn't want to do it anymore.
He wants a bike that's more within his like range and control, and
it's too dangerous.
It's too heavy, too big and too heavy. But yeah, I got on one of them and I was riding around. And
what kind of bikes are these dirt bikes?
They're dirt bikes, but they're electric dirt bikes. And with that, you can change
like an e-bike.
Yeah, basically like an e-bike.
That's what we got Link for Christmas.
But like,
so R.I.P. him. I'm sorry, but I shouldn't even joke about it, because remember when I joked about Adam and then he.
So we were all, having fun. We're having like a family day. We're out there with my brothers, my girlfriend's out there, and they all get along so well, and they're having so much fun, and they are so similar in their hobbies and everything. So my brothers are like, yeah, come on, Amy, get on the bike. Let's go. Let's do it. And she is like, nah, I'm not. Nope, I'm going to watch. She was riding on the back of my scooter when we went to Mexico, which I love.
Oh my God, like Dumb and Dumber.
Suze, it was the best. When she told me that she didn't want
scooter.
Yes.
I love
and when
it.
she told
John
me
Denver's full of
that
shit.
she didn't want her own because she doesn't she trusts me driving, I was like,
oh my God.
Be still, my gay heart. Yes.
You found your soulmate.
I was like, are you telling me? Because we had sat through it 100%
for
full, a little bit. Are you kidding me? We sat through a timeshare in order to get a day of free scooter riding, but then they told us it's only for one. And I was like, oh, only one.
This is
what?
so
We're
funny.
going to have to rent another one. She was like, no.
Oh,
I'm getting
no,
on the
we
back
do
of yours.
not.
Like, yes, this is my dream. I was so happy.
Can
so
you
happy.
picture these two Leses on this Dumb and Dumber moped?
It was, and their helmets were basically plastic. Fisher Price is setting the kids up with more. No lining, and then the thing kept on, as soon as I would hit wind, it would fly back and it would choke me. So she was behind me trying to keep it pointed up. So then I had to wear my hat backwards, and the brim of the hat had to hold the helmet up. I swear to God, this wasn't even the story that I'm talking about dirt bike riding.
I'm sorry.
But I'm glad that who knows, everything is content like that, my life, because it's true, we were riding the scooter to the pharmacist from the jellyfish sting. So
right.
It was already.
That's the thing. You don't even know what is hilarious to
oh my God.
people.
Yeah. Well, that was. And the
whole
pictures.
Life is like this.
It is like that. And it's hilarious. So back to dirt bike riding and me defending my girlfriend and why she's not going on. She told me that she's been thinking, like, when she goes through these moments where she thinks, oh, I'll get my motorcycle license, I'll go out and I'll get it. And every time she does, she gets a new patient who lost a limb motorcycle riding. And she says, no thanks.
Horrible.
So we talked to my mom, my psychic mom, and my mom goes, well, obviously you lost a limb in a past life.
Oh,
so,
okay.
And I go,
so she already
obviously.
did it.
That's
and
she
good.
goes, and I'm like, she's like, yeah, don't get on one of those. She goes, that's why some people, when they say they have this feeling of, and this compassion and understanding. So my mom was like, oh yeah, like it was obvious. Like we were supposed to know this stuff. Like as obvious as her birth date. She's like, obviously.
I think she's right though.
I'm like, oh, okay, well, it does kind of make sense. So there'll be
because it is not safe.
No, it's not safe at all.
My son said to me, so what do you do like at a 4-way stop?
Oh, Jesus Christ almighty.
I go, what do you mean? You take your turn. Like whoever's there goes first and blah, blah, blah. I said, why? He was like, well, because I just sit there and wait till someone lets me go. I'm like, why are you at a 4-way stop?
How old do you have to be to get your motorcycle license?
16.
Okay, I think maybe for his birthday, I'll just get him that because that feels like at least.
Do they even let you take that course if you're not 16? I'm pretty sure they wouldn't let you take the course. And that's part of the problem is if you can't get licensed,
that's insane.
You can't learn.
Yeah, that's a problem because there should be a course that preps you for that in the same way there's like off-roading courses and like, because that's like a good thing, like to have the right information and to know.
Because I remember when
helpful.
I was in 8th grade, I went to a Christian school, so they were real big on this, but we had to watch all this stuff and learn about like the effects of alcohol.
Right.
And the effects of alcohol on your brain. And then if you operated a vehicle and blah, blah, blah. And it sticks with me.
Fucking red asphalt. I think about that.
Where did you learn that?
Driver's ed.
Oh, driver's ed. I didn't have to take that. My parents were laxadays.
What do you mean you didn't have to take driver's ed?
It wasn't the law in Pennsylvania. We did not have to take driver's ed. You just take a test.
Holy shit.
On the open road.
Dude, we had a drill sergeant of an instructor who would say,
straight.
I'm not kidding. And he would say, one mistake could mean your what? And we would have to say, life. One mistake could mean your what? Life. Over and over and over. And he said and I understand, he's right. And he got into this because one of his friends died in a car accident. And so it stuck with me. And that's why, I'm a cautious driver. And
that is for sure.
I am a very safe driver.
We should tip our hat to that guy because I'll tell you what Sarah is.
Not taking any chances. That's what.
It is slow going on the road.
Yep.
But
I told my girlfriend I want a bumper sticker that says, you think I'm going slow now, wait till I go uphill.
Yeah, if you can read this, you're too close.
Yeah, like that.
I'll tell you what I'm not too close to, and that is my Hungry Root delivery.
Oh man, I just got another one. Love.
I cannot tell you how much I love Hungry Root.
It's my favorite. It is so much better than grocery shopping. Because it's everything, and I save so much money when I can get the best of both worlds. Like filling my pantry with staples and having the meals on the go and having the meals that are ready-made and having the ones that are step-by-step instructions where I can feel like I'm a culinary artist making delicious dinners. Everything is covered.
Well, yeah, and because a lot of the stuff that's sort of like ready to go, for example, I got baby back ribs. Delicious. But like, I'm just heating them up. I'm not doing anything. I'm just putting them in, heating them up. Lincoln and his friend, JJ, are psyched out of their minds. And JJ, God bless him, he's like way nicer than Lincoln. And
as most other people's children are nicer. That's how that usually goes.
But also because my kid isn't that nice. But JJ goes, Mrs. Butler, did you make these? And I was like,
you said yes.
I did, JJ. And he goes, they are delicious.
Oh, well, you got teenager approval, so there you go. What else do you need?
He was so sweet about it and genuine. And I was like, thank you, Hungry Root.
Yes.
Because they're delish, but all I did was stick them in the oven for 15 minutes and then we're good to go. And that's the thing. It's like meal prep, but also like pantry.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like
the
groceries.
Best snacks. I love a snack. And I love their skinny dipped peanut butter chocolate almonds are my new favorite.
That is a great snack. High protein.
Yep.
It handles your sweet tooth.
And it's just the perfect amount of chocolate on there.
Really good. They have tons of like chips. They have.
I think we might be hungry. We're just talking about food
maybe
now.
That's it. But you're all going to love Hungry Root as much as we do. For a limited time, you can get 40% off your first box. Plus, get a free item in every box for life. We chose, what did we choose?
Oh my God, always choose.
Cookie dough.
Oh, I have to tell you what you can't skip on. Yes, choose the cookie dough. And here's the trick. What you're going to do. Oh my God. No, you have to get the cosmic brownie. The cosmic brownie is it's a recipe that you can order, but it's a 2-step recipe. It's so easy. And you take the brownie batter that's made from black beans. Oh my God, delicious.
I've never had it though.
But you're not going to make individual cookies. What you're going to do is you're going to put it in I just said stop talking about food, and here I am. I'm going to tell you everything about it. Put it in one of those loaf pans, then they give you dark chocolate to melt. Then you cook that, and then you melt the dark chocolate, and you drizzle that on top, and then you crush up little but are basically like the candies, like
sprinkles and stuff.
And then you sprinkle those on top. I made that for Christmas. It tasted like fudge.
That's the thing.
It was, and it's made from black beans.
And it's made from black beans.
I mean, but you would never. I want you to test it on the teenagers. But don't tell them that it's black beans. They will never guess. They'll never, ever, ever know. do that test. And the chickpeas.
That's a great idea, actually. Okay. For a limited time, get 40% off your first box, plus get a free item for life in every box. Go to hungryroot.com/braincandy and use code braincandy. That's hungryroot.com/braincandy, code braincandy to get 40% off your first box and a free item of your choice for life.
I literally just then was like, we're just talking and talking. Let's keep going. And then I just kept talking about the same thing because that's what happens when I get excited. Okay. I have some things to tell you about that are exciting and fun and things I learned that blew my mind. Where should I start? Let's start with this. Did you hear that Denmark has just stopped delivering letters after 400 years?
No.
Yeah,
what
so
happened?
the country of Denmark has put an end to mail delivery.
Why?
They are the most digital country, like a country where they have moved everything into a digital space, so much so that they really recognized that their national post service, Post Nord, was something that was they were losing money on. There was a deep digital just everybody using the digital stuff. And
wow. What do you think about it? You love it?
The good news is that there are other private companies that are still going to deliver packages and stuff like that. But I think that it's really good because I don't know about you, I throw away 99% of the mail that comes to my house.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm on the do not mail. I'm on the
yeah, you don't get junk mail,
all those lists.
Yeah.
And I still am
But don't you love a card?
Oh, I love a card. That's why the
That's what I
private services
feel.
are still there. And I think that's nice. But they picked up their last big post office box. There were only, I think, 1,000 that were still left in there.
I kind of feel sad about it.
I did too. And this happened right around Christmas time. It was December 30th, 2025. It was their last day that they delivered their last piece of mail. And it felt like something kind of sad thinking about letters to Santa and that kind of stuff that will no longer be delivered. But I do understand the shift in just us being a more digital.
Yeah. But I think that sucks.
Yeah.
I really do.
I do too. And 1,500 jobs were cut.
Yeah. And as somebody who wrote an untold number of cards and letters last year.
Yeah.
Which it was a blessing and I loved doing it, but it was laborious. But without it,
right.
I feel like I do think it's a loss.
Yeah. It's mostly like the bills, the legal notifications, all of those things that have moved online.
Nobody needs to get a hard copy of that.
Right. I totally agree. And
although I will say my mom got a notice that like her healthcare is no longer offering like a physical card. Like you have to just get the app.
Yeah.
And then it's all digital. And when you go to the doctor, you just show them the QR code or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And she sent me a photograph of the letter that she got informing her of this. And she had told me that this was happening. Yeah. She didn't like it. Right. And she sent me the photograph of the letter that they sent her. And then she just wrote, I just need a card.
I get that.
And she feels sad and scared.
Yeah.
Because
it's a change.
There's nothing tangible.
Right.
And I do think I think you should be able to ask for one.
I think so too.
Maybe it can't be the default, but like if you want one.
Yeah. And maybe you have, if it is like you pay $9.99 or whatever for the printing cost. I know these people would.
Yeah.
Right.
They could probably make a profit.
Yeah. Like if that's it, just do that. Now, here's where I am angry. About the digital stuff going on. This has nothing to do with what Denmark's doing. They're fine.
I just love when you get angry.
I'm mad at the diving certification company. You wouldn't think I would say that, right? Because you can get a card. They have the option of an e-card or a digital card or a physical card.
Yeah.
Both cost $59.99.
You got to be kidding me.
Help me. Make it make sense, Susie.
Well, that's
why? That's fucking highway robbery.
Because you wanted to choose the E1 and get a discount.
Yes. I want to choose the E1 because nobody's doing any freaking physical work.
What if the physical one was $80 and the E1 was the same price? Would you still be mad?
I'm mad. Yeah, because $60 for an
So I think it's clear that's not what you're paying for.
Yeah, but then I want to know what I am paying for.
What are you paying for?
Because that's not my diver insurance. I have another membership through a dive network that
well, what are they offering? What are they giving you? What is this?
Well, with the dive insurance is if you came up too quick, most regular insurance that you have, doesn't, like if you're out of the country, it's not gonna cover those things. And it wouldn't cover the kind of medical treatment that would be necessary if you basically like got the bends. Like you want to go in like a hyperbaric chamber, and those are really expensive. Like if you have any sort of like, if something very bad happens, you want the best care. And if you have this insurance that's like $60 a year or whatever, then should anything bad happen, you are covered. And then it goes into a big pot of money that then is used to like for dive rescue and all this kind of stuff and to help people buy. So I get that, but not the Patty Dive certification one. I don't know where my.
Yeah, that's what I'm not clear on.
And
like,
you're not the ones who certified me. I already paid $800 or whatever to do that shit.
People?
I hate it. So that's why I have a problem with them. No, explain it. Make it make sense. And then they said, oh, well, we hired artists to design. You could pick the artist design on your card.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
No.
Well, then why am I paying the same price as people who don't get a card?
Right. The digital card also has a design. Nope. We
don't like that.
No, I hate it. So
what price would you have felt like
one.
was a suitable discount?
Like if you did, I would still be mad at it, but the $30 would be
half.
$29.99 for an E. Any more than that, fuck you.
Yeah, you should tell them that.
Because it cost me $100 to get my like therapist license. That like, it should not be equivalent of an actual license. You know?
Yeah, that's a thing. They should be clear about what you're paying for.
Yeah,
that's what that sounds like to me. No, really. I mean, that's what it sounds like. Is that you feel like you're paying all this money for nothing?
Right. Or even if you said your money goes to the donation of this, we're saving reefs and blah, blah, blah. It just kind of, to me, feels like people who dive have money to go on dive trips. So let's see. It kind of feels the same as when you go skiing and it's like, $45 to where? Why is this a locker? Is this much? Get the fuck out of here. In Sarah, what universe do you live in?
I'm really glad I do not have rich hobbies.
Dude, don't that and then when I was dirt bike riding with my brother and he had all his gear, I was like, "Oh, this is why you don't snowboard." Because this is where you spend your money on this gear and you can't nobody who could pick both. You got to pick one or the other. So that's it. It's like and we're like, yeah, you got to pick your hobby because a lot of these have, if you want to do anything that is a little bit dangerous, it requires so much safety gear that you're paying for that these are fucking expensive things.
You got to stick with crossword puzzles.
You know what?
Bargain.
You just gave me the best segue to one of the other things that I want to talk about.
God.
That is so perfect.
Okay,
Suze, there is a new trend that's going around that I'm not mad about. And usually I am mad at trends, but I'm not mad at this one because this feels like I've been doing this. You've all been doing this too. Have you heard about the trend of the analog bag?
No.
Okay. Can you even guess of what do you think an analog bag would be?
An analog bag would be like playing cards.
Bingo.
Yeah. It would be things that you can do to entertain yourself that do not rely on a screen.
Abso-freaking-lutely. That is the trend.
Who's calling it that, though?
Well, like the TikTok.
The Gen Zers.
Gen Zers and younger.
On the screens. Or like, guys.
Yeah, and I was like, when I saw this, and this came up in my feed of and then I think it was also.
You're like, do you mean my backpack?
That's what I said to myself. No, I think I actually saw this it was
Sarah
an article.
Always has a deck of cards.
Always. And I'm like, this is my
And
backpack.
I say Sarah because, me too.
Right. And if one doesn't have it, the other one does. You have to have an activity. You
have to have an activity.
And so now I'm going to expand my analog bag. I saw this really cute product.
Stop calling it
I'm not. Right. It's silly to call it that. I do feel like I'm annoyed that we're calling it that. It's just
don't embrace their bullshit.
I shouldn't. I don't want to, but it just rolls off the tongue so nicely. Like, it's kind of like what's in your trunk. But what, when we would do this with people from New York, and they would always have really cool stuff because they read the subway.
Yeah, we'd be like, okay, you probably don't have a car, but what do you keep in your backpack?
Yeah.
And they would have great answers.
Great answers. And so this is the same thing. And I, am somebody, maybe you heard this when I first moved to Colorado, I was talking about how I'm like getting rid of the purse and how I'm all about like, how, oh my God, I don't need anything. I just have like a little fanny pack. I just have like a little phone strap. It's so freeing. I'm like, this is what men feel like. This is great. No, I won't carry your shit. Carry it yourself.
She's like, but I have games.
And now I'm like, gonna need a game bag. Yeah, now I need to bring back the purse so I can have a bag full of
marbles.
100%. This is what I want to do. I saw a cute little teeny tiny. It's like a watercolor set that could almost like fit in the palm of your hand, that had a little palette and a little teeny the cutest thing I ever saw. Yeah. And like I could just be out, like I'll just paint my scene.
Attract so much attention.
And
this is great for you for two reasons.
Yeah. Yeah, those outlets I talked about before? Mm-hmm. I have a whole kit of friendship bracelet stuff, This is great.
Well,
so I'm going to
really
embrace
is your time to shine because those are your favorite things to do.
Favorite.
Like
I've been
friendship bracelets, like beads.
Yeah. Like last night I was collaging and like you do.
No.
And
we don't do.
Well, I do. I have like my journal, my little like journal of like the year. And I just do like, it's like my little junk journal. And I like put little things that I've cut out and scraps in there and everything. Yeah. 3 hours went by and I was fully in a flow state because I had no fucking clue. I honestly thought it was like a half hour. I was like 3 hours. And then I was kind of like, that's all you've done in 3 hours. But I was loving every little bit of it. But
no, you're very precise though. I don't think you should judge.
I just couldn't believe that I haven't had one of those moments in so long. So I'm hoping that with the addition of more fun things in my bag, and I have so many fucking totes, like I don't need this is not I need a new bag. Totes. Nope. I have all the art. I'm like so excited to get to use this stuff, to put this in a bag, to do like. So what would go in yours?
Well, one thing that would go in there is One Skin skincare products.
Thank you for reminding me. My aunt has been like, I need you to order me one. I need you to order me one. She wants the face cream.
Yeah.
And that's all you really need. It's the face cream and the eye cream.
Love that.
But I do think the body's so good if you have eczema. If that is something I had no idea, and now I'm so thrilled. And then I gave the eye. I'm just like such a lazy skincare person that this is so perfect.
Well, that's why this is great.
I know. I gave the eye cream to my girlfriend because I'm like, that even an additional step.
Because I get annoyed with whenever people have like 20 steps in there. I do not have.
I don't even have the space in my shelf. You see my bathroom? Where am I going to put that?
Right. We want efficient.
Right.
And that's what we love about One Skin, but it is so luxurious and it is so effective and it is so great, especially if you have sensitive skin, which I do.
Yes.
So like if you are a person who's like, I can't just use any old thing.
Right.
This is a great option for you because they have amazing products and they use some sort of science. I don't know. OS.
The OS01 peptide. It's and researched by women, like founded by women. We love that. The scientists are women. And
and they are doing the Lord's work.
We're literally supporting women in STEM. So
they say that the root cause of wrinkles, crepiness, which we've already talked about on this show.
Right. Our enemy.
And loss of elasticity, AKA getting old, is what that peptide sorts out.
Yeah.
And so I say auto replenish.
Yes. And if you're one of those, so it really like covers everything. Sometimes you have to sacrifice. If you're like a sensitive skin person, then you go, oh, well, I'm not going to get cute packaging.
It's not going to be as effective.
Right. Or it's not going to be as effective. If you're one of those people that's like, well, I don't like waste. Well, guess what? This is a great product line for you too.
That's true.
Because we always forget about that.
Yes.
And their refills, if you're like, I want to be buying products that are sustainable, that aren't going to be like contributing to a bunch more waste. Here you go.
And I've never seen a skincare company do that.
Me neither. Every box is checked.
So like if you get your main thing, then if you order the refill, you just put it in the thing you already have.
Yes.
It's so cool.
Other companies are designing things to not be able to refill them, and this company is doing the opposite.
It's
Love
so
it.
great.
Love it.
It's so great. And this is like fancy lady stuff too, but affordable.
Yes.
Born from over 10 years of longevity research, OneSkin's OS01 peptide is proven to target the cells that cause the visible signs of aging, help you unlock your healthiest skin now as you age. And for a limited time, OneSkin is making it even easier to stay convenient with up to 30% off your first 3 subscription orders when you use code BRAINKitty. 3.
Nice. Wow.
At
I'll just do that for her, and then she won't be bugging me anymore.
No problem.
Not like you're bugging me, Aunt Peggy. I love doing this.
We love you.
Thank you for supporting the show.
Thank you for supporting. At oneskin.co/braincandy. That's up to 30% off with code BRAINCANDY after you purchase. They'll ask you where you heard about them. Please support the show and tell them we sent you.
Yes. Okay. Talked about analog bags. Oh, but for real, what would go in yours? Like after?
Yeah. I'm into any kind of like thing you can do at a restaurant, like card games.
Yes.
We have trivia cards in our car.
That's fun.
Mm-hmm. Things like that.
And now I know what you guys are thinking. Oh, I'll download an app with trivia on my phone. No,
that's
we're
different.
doing here. We're not. This is analog.
It is different.
It is different.
Yeah.
There's something.
And they all have pop-up ads, and I hate all that bullshit.
I don't want to deal with
and
any
they're
of that.
all the same questions, too. Believe me, we've been through all of them.
Yeah. Right.
It's all the same trivia.
Because they're all using the same frickin' that they're asking. I will say, one of the outcomes of this AI boom that I am enjoying is how people are looking more things up now. That they are that we have hit this point where people don't trust the videos that they see. Yeah. That people are more like, I don't believe that video. Yes. Mm-hmm. You know, I will say that there are not many benefits, but that is. I will say, I'm sure there are. But
what it does feel like, what AI offers is what we thought Google was going to offer.
Yeah, I agree.
Because it's sort of like it sifts through stuff and gives you like what you actually want. That's the thing.
Yeah. Have you heard or seen the show Pluribus on Apple TV that everybody's talking about?
I've heard of it.
It's absolutely worth the watch.
Why?
It will make you think, and I feel like it is a metaphor or analogy, whatever, for what's happening with AI. And to give you just a little bit of the plot, like a virus comes, and this is in the first episode, virus comes to Earth, and this virus is it's sent through like electronic signal from outer space that then they decode and realize it's like a genetic mutation. So they start breeding this. So they start like looking into this, like maybe it's from outer space. It's probably helpful. Well, it's this virus that then gets out and continues to replicate and then spreads to every single person on the planet. And the virus is they say it's a psychic virus, wherein everybody, instead of us all being individuals with our own identity and our own self, we then become part of a collective consciousness, and we have the knowledge of every single person and the awareness of every single person on the planet. And one woman wakes up and she does not have it. She is still Carol. And I have goosebumps. This is one where they have a podcast about it, because you could talk about this for hours. It is so, because this collective consciousness often gives you answers like AI. And the creator of the show, at the end of the show, it says this show was created by humans, because he's so anti-AI and things being, and it is fucking fascinating. And if you are interested in that kind of...
Where do you watch that?
On Apple TV.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who's in it? Oh, here we go.
Nobody I would be able to name.
Okay.
Nobody.
Well, that's
everybody's
really saying something.
Yeah, I don't. It's not like like Apple TV often does, like where they take a big name actor and put him as a lead. This was not that.
Okay.
She's recognizable, but I could not even tell you her name, and it's so interesting. But it's like what you're saying. Things are not. It's not what we really wanted. It's more like the Google thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because let's say you're prompting AI with like symptoms from something. If you did that on Google, that is worthless.
Worthless.
You know what I mean?
Right.
It's going to be sponsor, then WebMD, and then blah, blah, blah.
Right.
But ChatGPT or Gemini or whatever has what you're actually wanting, which is like more like a person, a doctor, somebody who's like, oh yeah, that could be this or this or this or this.
Yeah.
And so I can see why people are drawn to it and then trust it in a way that you would a person or a doctor or whatever.
I think that that's the
rub.
End up being like that down the road.
That's
that we're
fine.
getting it all for free now, but that's going to be like,
yeah.
We got to go back. I think it's gonna like, there's a place for that, but I feel like people are doubting things. They are more skeptical in a healthy way, and I think maybe
you are. Have you met people? I would not be certain about what people can and can't decipher.
I was so disappointed when one of my favorite stories that I had saved to talk about on here turned out to be a fake story. I was so...
What was it? That's a very interesting idea to me.
What was the fake story that turned out to be true?
What was the fake story?
Yeah. And I looked it up because I wanted to hear more.
Tell me.
That people broke into the San Diego Zoo and dressed all the penguins up as surfers. Susie, the pictures are so cute because somebody did do this. They did dress them up as surfers, but they didn't break in.
They dressed penguins up as surfers?
Correct. You need to see the photos because they're so cute.
No wonder you were devastated.
So sad. I was like,
that's what you want from a person who's doing
Susie,
a break and entry.
I had this whole plan as I had this whole plan that I was going to do this episode of like only good news segments that are all like the fun.
I'm sorry. Hold on. Sarah thought in 2026.
Yeah. I was going to do like one episode of like, look at all, this is all, I've gathered all this stuff and these are going to be the fun one, the funny, that like, no, we're not mad at anybody. We're just like this good news network style.
And then all of it's fucking fake.
And then it's fucking AI and I'm pissed about it. I'm pissed that these.
Did you send it to me?
I'm trying to get the video or the not video but the image of, and it's fucking AI and here we go. It just looks, I'll just screenshot that and I'll just send that right over to my friend Suze. And like, I mean, and then two of them are standing in line like, me next. And like and penguins do cute things.
Oh, Lordy. Okay.
It's like if Luigi Mangione snuck into a penguin.
What would really be, it would be, your pain is what I would have felt if the Luigi Mangione story was fake.
Yeah, and you're like, what?
I would have been like, what? That's the only thing that made me happy in months.
I was like saving it, and then when something's gonna be like so good, it's kind of like a sweet treat. Like you save that till the end. Like I saved this story as like I'm gonna dive into this when I'm like ready for a fun little pick me up, and then it fucking fake. So now I don't believe anything, and now. I'm back to one of those. Well, if I don't believe with my eyeballs, it's not real, and that feels wrong too. So, but I do have a story that's wild that is real.
Okay, go ahead.
And this is like, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
So imagine you're taking a stroll in jolly old England, and a gust of wind blows a leaf into your mouth, and you react like any human would do. What do you do when a wind? And then you get fined for littering. Susie, this is exactly what happened to an 86-year-old man named Roy Marsh in Lincolnshire, England.
No.
Yep.
I believe the surfer penguins.
Right. More than you believe this. Hand to God.
I'm sorry.
Okay. So he was resting near a boating lake in Skegness.
Disgusting.
When strong winds came up and forced a leaf into his mouth, and he instinctively
It's not littering
spat it
if it's a leaf.
I would think so too.
That's the tree littered.
Right. Environmental officers saw this and issued him a $250 fine for littering.
Mm-hmm.
He then appealed it, and the fine was dropped to $150, which he paid. And he said the whole thing was unnecessary and out of proportion. I want to send him $150 right now.
No joke.
Like,
the tree littered.
So, like, what the hell? And I couldn't find any more information. Like, every story that I read about this, and this was on CNN. Like, this was on The Guardian and CNN. These are big outlets. And no, I couldn't find anything where there was, maybe there's another side of the story.
This is on the BBC.
Yes.
Litter police fined man for spitting out leaf.
Yeah. And I thought maybe this is, we talked about the McDonald's thing then we talked about where sometimes the good headline, maybe we're not hearing the full story. I was like, maybe this guy was doing something else. No, I don't see anything. What the fuck could an 86-year-old dude chilling at a lake really be getting into that he's not? And with all the other litter bugs out there.
No, for real.
Make it make sense, Susie.
I want them, these people that wrote that ticket.
Yeah.
I want them to say, here's why this is justified. That is what I would like. And that is not what I'm hearing.
These are rules interacting with real life in a way that what is happening? This is not supposed to be how we run things. This is like what happened to common sense. What happened to
let's think
the
about
spirit
this.
of the law?
Let's say you picked up dirt off the ground and put it in your mouth, and then
I don't even know if the mouth needed to be involved. If I take leaves and throw them up into the fucking air, am I littering? Because I did a cute fall photo.
Yes.
It's just insane to me.
That's exactly right, Sarah.
Right. I'm not.
You did a cute fall photo.
What? An 86-year-old man. What are we doing?
No, but I really am upset because I need to know. I'm like reading this while we're talking.
Right. And I'm telling you, you can look. I couldn't find anything else that pointed at an explanation that there was some sort of wrongdoing. It was just like, here's the story, open and shut case, and I'm not happy about it, Suze.
Open and shut. This is the only time Adam's British heritage will come in handy because his cousin Pete, he is like that guy that like, if there's a dog loose or whatever, he's like that guy in their town.
Okay.
He works for the town and he handles like, stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm going to send him this and I'm going to say, explain yourself.
Yeah. This is great. Yeah.
Yeah. Because I cannot even conceive of a reason, especially because he appealed it and they were like,
appealed it and only dropped it $100. Are they really hurting for cash in England that bad?
For real, they should have either kept it where it was or eliminated it. Those are the only two options.
Because you're saying, oh yeah, it was deep. That's
either it's littering or it's not.
Right. I hate it so much.
And Sarah hates littering.
I know.
So you know that this is not littering.
Right. And I even hate taking things from nature, as we know from my recent...
Yeah, leave no trace.
Yes. And then
I
thought...
You call it? You said like a thing.
I said leave only footprints, take only pictures. And then I even... So for Christmas, I went and played disc golf with my girlfriend and my brother. And I can't even believe that there's no snow out and it's as late as it is in the year. So I picked up a leaf and I glued the leaf into my junk journal because I thought, leaf, that's fine. Would I get fined for penalty. That? I know. Now I'm thinking, is that allowed? A leaf? Because in my mind, I'm like, this is going to get crunched up. It's fine. I can take this. It's not like a leaf I could take.
Not in England.
Apparently not.
That's why I'm glad we're in the land of the free.
Yeah.
Over here.
Right. I can still spit out leaves at my leisure.
We could do so much more than that.
Yeah. Good.
But I'm going to get to the bottom of this. This isn't the end.
I want to know because
Thank you for doing that investigative journalism.
Yeah. And there, I guess you could say maybe... Is there... Okay, my one question.
Yeah.
Is there any... Also, my stomach is rumbling real loud, so if you hear it or if the mic picks it up, that is my stomach, and it is so loud right now. I'm like, chill, dude.
You're hungry.
I guess. I didn't think I was, but I did that thing where I'm making food right now and have been making food for a long time, making some soup, and I sometimes forget to eat while I'm making food. Because I'm like, I can smell it.
Your body's getting mixed signals.
Yeah, I feel like I'm touching food a lot. Anyways, so if you hear that is what's happening. What the hell was? Oh, okay. The only thing is, I would want is spitting a. But they didn't mention that in the article. They didn't say like spitting is any sort of fine or crime. Because that's the thing.
If it said like the reason why,
is that he was just
there was a leaf
sometimes
covered in spit.
An old person will do like that, especially old men will do that just phlegmy like cough where it's just like, sir, I need a fucking umbrella or a rain jacket.
They didn't say anything about that.
No, they didn't.
Because to be honest with you, if they said that, I'd be like, I get it.
Right, but they didn't say that, so.
All right, well, I'll find out. I'll see what I can do.
Yes. But this is a story that was another story that I have for you that was going to go in my good news episode along with the penguins that never were. But this is real and it's very cute.
Israel
is accurate.
Is real.
Is real.
Yeah.
Yes. There is a teen-led volunteer movement that's out of Virginia that is super cute, and it's called Glamour Gals. And it's these young girls who are going into senior living communities and giving beauty makeovers, doing manicures, doing crafts. I love this so much.
Yes.
And it makes me think this is what all beauty schools should just do this.
Do it.
To get their certifications and stuff. Like, you need people. They want the connection.
Yeah.
And now it says that there are now hundreds of chapters nationwide.
That's so cool.
I really think it's great.
I love it.
And I think that having young kids talk to seniors is so valuable for both parties.
Yes.
It is so crucial. I mean, I've been thinking a lot after we read our book on animals and they talked about menopause in the different species that go through menopause and how the only species that go through menopause are the ones where the information that the grandmothers were passing along was invaluable, that was so important and necessary and critical.
Yeah.
And so, and women are the ones who are fill the old people home, and they're full of good information. We should be hanging out with the old ladies, mostly because I'm going to be there soon, and I need some friends.
Well, stop. Here's the trouble, I think, with the old folks' home. I agree, and I love this.
Yeah.
And I would love to get involved in stuff like this. However, I have a family member who works at one.
Oh.
And there are a lot of shitheads, you know? Because they
the
are
old people?
bitter.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're not happy. They're fussy and
Yeah.
they are bitter.
Yeah.
And they
I get
are
that.
mean.
Yeah.
And as long as you can handle that, it's no problemo. But
Yeah. But you know what? I think that is also a good lesson for the teenagers.
true.
You're going to have to deal with some people who are, and whatever they say, you're going to need to maybe like gain some grit and resilience.
Well, because don't you think it's the bell curve, right? So like when we're children,
Yeah.
like we were just describing,
Right.
you have tantrums, you get mad at
Totally.
stuff. And then you have your like normal age 20 to let's say 80.
Yeah.
We'll be generous.
Yeah. Yeah.
But then after that point, after 80, you kind of go back to that child state where you're like, fuck this.
Right.
And they're not wrong. I'll probably feel that way too.
They're not wrong.
They
They've
are
embraced
fed
so
up.
what, who cares, as for the rest of their life.
They've maybe overcorrected. They've taken
little
it
bit.
too far. And they get ornery.
Yeah.
Okay. And so I agree with you. This is so cool. And I love it. And especially old gals. I think they
Yeah.
would really benefit from
Yeah.
like a zhuzh.
Yeah, and you know how good it feels when you got like your nails look nice?
Yeah. And you get somebody fussing over you, telling you
Yeah.
how pretty your skin is
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah.
I love it. But I think maybe some people be like, fuck off.
Yeah.
And I
well,
say, okay.
It's a come if you want, open, maybe like.
I think it's really cool though, because I do think a lot of gals like taper off on all that.
Yes.
So like we'll call it self-care,
Yeah.
but
Please, I'm
really
already
primping.
head there.
But let's say you go out, you want to do a glam night.
Yeah.
Right? And you go full hog on it. You feel a little something.
Oh yeah. It's the best.
And if you
kidding
stop
me?
doing that, I could see how you would like forget how
Yeah.
valuable it could be.
Yep. And you feel like yourself. Like, you know what? When I got my hair done, and I like looked in the mirror and I'm like, there she is. Yes, that's the Sarah that I remember. I feel like
Do you
feel
ever,
like yourself.
what do you feel like? What do you lose? Because you're so hot.
I feel like the 13-year-old. I feel like me when I had the worst haircut when I was in junior high and felt like I didn't know myself, like I wasn't like. Do you ever have I was just talking to somebody about this who gave me, we were having a good conversation about like who's picking out your outfit and like what part of you is picking out your outfit at the beginning of the day. And sometimes it feels like this
I don't
other
like
part
that
that's
question.
like, right, that's like pretending to be something for somebody else. That then
100,
is
that's
like,
100%
right?
of my days.
And I was like, this is so
what do you
wise.
think these gals would be hanging out for
Yeah.
me?
This is
That's
and how we
for
have to
somebody else.
ask like, okay, who's dressing us? Who what?
Yeah.
And I think like, I love letting I let the little kid dress me most days, and that's most fun. I love
I
that.
think that's
And
really
it's
good.
like, I'm like, yeah, that's more fun. That it feels like play clothes in a way. And then sometimes you put on the
That's
professional
nice.
outfit, and it's like, oh my goodness, I'm like cosplaying.
But
as, like,
you
a grown-up.
also, you have so many different hats that you wear.
But it feels like dressing up. It feels like playing a part.
That's what we're all doing. That's what RuPaul told us. It's all drag,
Right.
baby.
It is. So we have to ask ourselves what part of us is looking for this. And I think there's a part of us, who feels good when we like just even how good you feel if you've gone through like any phases of depression or just like feeling bummed out and you take a shower and you're like, wow, I had no idea.
I'm a new person.
Right. But before that shower, you're like, no, nothing will cure me. Nothing will be, I won't feel better. I'm actually going to feel worse after. I hate taking a shower when I'm like that. And I'm like, I don't want to be wet. And I don't want to be cold. And then I take a shower and I'm like, oh, this feels so good. Brushing my teeth, I feel the same. It's all the stuff.
Yeah. It's funny how our brain works against us sometimes.
Yeah.
There's
And,
like
the
competing
energy.
voices.
Right. It really is. Who do we let win?
Yeah. But I mean, I can't imagine anybody getting fussed over.
Yeah.
And wishing they hadn't been.
Right. And a lot of the old people say that they loved the connection and the communication.
Yeah, just talking to somebody new.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I love that.
And the
really
older
cool.
adults aren't socially isolated, and the young kids get to work on communication skills and leadership skills and empathy.
Nobody loses.
Nobody loses.
Yeah, that's really cool, Sarah.
I love that.
Don't worry,
more
it was still
crossover.
positive.
Yeah. It was still positive. Pretty positive episode.
Penguins lie.
Yeah. There was one thing we were mad at, but I don't even remember now. So,
yeah.
Yeah.
Because we got good news.
Who cares? So what, who cares?
So what, who cares?
So who cares?
Full circle.
Yeah. That's what I got for you today.
Good job, Sarah. All right, friends. Check out thebraincandypodcast.com if you ever like, what's that code? Because those codes, anytime you redeem them, it helps our show so much. Unlike Mel fucking Robbins, who's like,
right, just like
lying to your ass.
Right.
Or you could, if you want reality TV stuff, go to patreon.com/braincandy, and that's where all that lives.
Yes.
Or leave us a 5-star review.
Yeah,
and that helps
for free.
us too.
We love that.
Yeah. $0 US. We love you. We'll see you next time.
Bye.